Last year, YouTube paid me $17,008.01 for the entire year of 2025. Now, you might look at that number and think, man, for a channel this big, how can you make such little money? Well, there's a reason for that. And the main reason is I was barely active on YouTube all of last year. Matter of fact, some of you who have been following me for a decade now, you see that I rarely uploaded anything last year. So I consider all that money passive, meaning I didn't have to work for it. It just so happened to float and people are still watching. And thanks to you guys for putting that money in my pocket. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I see some YouTube channels popping up, particularly in the aviation space, which Mojo Group is about. I remember when I first started this channel some 10 years, actually a little over 10 years ago, it was me and maybe two other guys. I remember Steve 10 and Aviation 101 were about the only two channels that I remember existed before I started Mojo Group and geared into aviation. And over the years, obviously the channel has grown a lot and a lot of content. I counted how many videos I have on Mojo Group and it's over 1,000. So I've already put in the work. But more so, when you think of how much people make on YouTube, it will blow your mind, but also it can make you really depressed. And in my case, I made $17,000 last year. And again, you might think, man, that's little money, but for zero effort, that's a lot of money. I broke that down. This is what it breaks down to. It breaks down to about $1,417 per month. Now let's flip this switch a little bit. Imagine you had rental properties, and typically when you have rental properties, you might calculate you make $250 or $300 per door. Now, if I calculate $1,400, that's equivalent to having a 5-unit apartment. Except my overhead costs for making that $17,000 was little to none. Here's another interesting part about my YouTube revenues. Most of that money came from videos that were uploaded years ago. If you look on your screen right now, you see that most of the income that came in last year were from videos that were not recent, but more so videos that were uploaded years ago. And this is what I call assets. I wrote a YouTube course during the pandemic, which by the way, you can check the description below. And I broke down the most basic things that I've learned on YouTube, right? In that course, I let you know how the YouTube algorithm works, but also understand the 80-20 rule, right? And this is a perfect example. You see that only a handful of videos actually make the most revenue out of all the videos you uploaded. Now, in my case, I upload and make these videos really out of fun, but also out of curiosity and the fact that I love airplanes and I wanted to share the passion with all of y'all. Some people start their YouTube channel because they want to make money and or they need to make a living. But I think YouTube is better as a passive thing, meaning don't make it your full and only source of revenue. If you do that, you may get screwed because Google changes their algorithm every so often. And I've seen over the years a lot of creators who just got bummed out because at one point the channel was doing great and then it just stopped. And then things happen and it's not performing as well. So make sure you have a real source of income. Do not depend on YouTube. Now, when algorithm changes on YouTube, which is changed for me as well, you learn to pivot, but again, you don't have to, you want to. Now, when algorithm and trends change on YouTube, as a creator, you naturally want to change with that. But more so, what I always advise folks is don't get on YouTube or content creation trying to copy somebody else. If you think about when Mojo Group first started, I did not copy this channel or this channel, I just did my thing. And really, I felt the need from something that I wanted. So, true story, I came from a car background. I love cars. I love everything about cars, driving, motorcycles as well. As a matter of fact, if you see some of the early videos on this channel, it was just moto vlogging. And so when I started getting more into planes, I realized that I would try to search for a particular make and model, and nobody had a coverage about it. At that time, you only had coverage of airplanes from magazines, maybe Flying magazines, or if you subscribe to AOP or something like that. Nothing digital. And that's really where Mojo Group was born, because I wanted something that I couldn't find, so I decided to make it happen. but more so it was fully authentic, right? If you've seen any of my videos, it's just purely me and my own excitement. So I would say, as a content creator, just do your own thing. No need to copy trends or whatever have you. And this is what will essentially turn into passive income should you decide not to make a video for a whole year, right? Because you're building assets. When you're authentic, your content becomes an asset. But when you're following trends, then your content will die with those trends. Just build something that's true to you and something that could live longer and longer as long as YouTube exists. And then you could turn it into passive income. Also, something you should understand about YouTube and how it works is not everything or everyone is equal. So depending on your niche or your topic of conversation, you get paid what's called CPM or RPM. I used to talk about these things way back, but I'll start talking about them again because they're important. Every 1,000 views that your channel, or more particularly your video, gets, YouTube pays you a certain amount per 1,000 views. So for example, I actually checked on Mojo Grip. Last year, Mojo Grip did a little over $5 CPM. So for every 1,000 views on a video, it was about $5. Now you go to a different niche. Maybe you're a fashion content creator. A fashion content can be $15 or $20 CPM. What that means is if you're into fashion, you're likely gonna make 3 times more money or 4 times more money. Or say real estate. I have a friend who does real estate content and he sees sometimes $30, $40, $50 CPM. So depending on which way you swing or what niche you're in, then you could either make money and work less, then you would make more money per 1,000 views. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. And I talk about all these things, by the way, in the course I created. Should you start a YouTube channel today, it's slightly different from if you started 10 years ago, but you can absolutely make it on YouTube if that's something you want to do, especially if you have the time on your hands. It can become passive, but more so in the beginning, it's definitely going to be active. Now, as far as Mojo Grip is concerned, I'm actually pushing the reset on this channel, partly because I look at the landscape of aviation and everything that I've covered everything. Guys, I literally have covered every plane that I can think of on this channel. And so what I want to start doing, or what I will start doing, is share more of the back end of the channel, of the business that I'm involved in, which is my flight school, Lookup Flight Academy, but also some personal stuff, because I make a lot of these videos out of excitement, and even for you to get excited about flying or operating an aircraft. But the fact is, they all cost money. Money is what drives all these things. So more so now in future videos, I will talk about the capital aspect, right, that affords me this lifestyle, but more so how you can afford or do the same thing. It's not rocket science. Whether you want to learn how to fly or you have a dream of owning your own airplane one day, you can get to it. But again, you have to have the money to be able to do it. Or maybe not, because there are ways, creative financing and using other people's money or assets to afford your own lifestyle. And which I'll talk about that in a future video. But if you've ever wondered how much I make on YouTube, that's it. Now, will 2026 be different? I don't know. I'm still head down with Lookup Flight Academy locally here. So in the time that I get to make content, I'll surely make them, and I hope you guys enjoy them and watch them. And please, your feedback is also important. I will always make content that I like and enjoy. So let me know in the comments. And I've thought about what I would do with this money. Chances are all that 17 grand is gonna go towards flying. It's flying. I need to get more ratings. I need to operate my plane. So fuel costs, insurance, all of that, which will eat up about every penny of that $17,000. But hey, I'm not saying that to boast, but I'm really showing you ways that you could also get to do this. If you're able to create a passive path to make some money, it can help support your aviation lifestyle, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments, but make sure you give this video a thumbs up so YouTube can also recommend it to others. Thanks so much for spending time with me. My name is Mike, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace.